All right, guys, so I saw this post on Reddit and I figured I would share it with you. It's another Reddit read that is full of honesty from a person who's already moved to Italy. So it starts off with, I'm so tired of my life here. That is what they headed it. It seems that whatever I do, I cannot get ahead. I came to Italy for a master's. I graduated. I learned the language. I put in the time. It is so freaking hard. First, you can't find a job. Then you find the job and the pay is miserable. You try to change, but nah. You just get ghosted after work applications or get offered even more miserable salaries. Trying to find an apartment is an odyssey of its own. Either it's too expensive or it's taken after 1 hour. Or you're too broke, so they just won't let you rent it out. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of great things about this country, and I have always believed in working hard, but how much harder do I have to try to just keep failing and failing? This country is just not for young people, but moving somewhere else to start anew is daunting. Now, when I talk about living in Italy and I talk about it in a negative perspective, I never talk about it because I want to gloat in anyone's face. I want to prepare you all for the realities of what you're balancing out. You might get a better quality of life, but you might get a lesser quantity of a lot of other things. And this person moved to Italy, and I'm sure that they enjoy it in so many ways. But the reality is that there's a lot of things that you deal with when you're living in a country that you don't deal with when you are visiting as a tourist. And this is a prime example. I want to show you guys what some of the comments say because I found it to be really interesting, especially since I just read a Reddit post, and you guys can let me know if you all want me to read it to you, about a family who wants to move there with their baby. A husband and a wife want to move there with their baby, and they have this really rose-colored situation about how they feel about Italy. And in the comments, everyone just asked, do you have a job? How do you plan on supporting this lifestyle? And it's a realistic situation because Italy is no joke. Anyway, let's go over the comments under this post. So this comment says, welcome to Italy. You just pointed out the main reason why young people leave the country. Everything is so hard in Italy. In the comments under that read, I have dual Italian and U.S. citizenship, but I wouldn't dream of leaving my job in the U.S. for the prospects of low pay in Italy. It's sad. Followed by, people who quit their jobs to go to Italy and be underpaid will mask that as better quality of life. I can't get my head around it. And then down there again, the guy says, I'm hoping to move back for retirement. That stage of life does not seem more appealing in Italy. Does seem more appealing in Italy. This other commenter has said, I've lived in France and Sweden before coming to Italy, and I can say life in Italy is very hard and it's so hard to make money here. Italy is a paradise if you're already having a good income from a different country and living out of it here. Otherwise, it's literally hell. Starting with the bureaucracy and the questura and the comuna is the mess of a job market and the house rabbit hole. Unfortunately, if you're a youth, just run away. Otherwise, you'll lose the best years for nothing. The only thing that I will miss about this country is the people. One of the most welcoming and beautiful people in the world.